A curved story of two alienated sisters whose gathering is stopped by the ascent of tissue-having devils, pushing them into a base fight for endurance as they face the most horrible variant of family possible. Moving the activity free and clear and into the city, Malicious Dead Ascent tells a bent story of two alienated sisters, played by Sutherland and Sullivan, whose get-together is stopped by the ascent of tissue-having evil presences, pushing them into a basic fight for endurance as they face the most terrible rendition of family possible. The name of the movie is Evil Dead Rise. It was released on April 21, 2023 in USA. Directed and written by Lee Cronin. Distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures. Based on characters by Sam Raimi. Produced by Rob Tapert. Cinematographied by Dave Garbett. Edited by Brian Shaw. Music by Stephen McKeon. The starrings of The Evil Dead Rise are Lily Sullivan as Beth, Alyssa Sutherland as Ellie, Morgan Davies as Danny, Gabrielle Eccles as Bridget, Nell Fisher as Cassie. Now let's go to see the storyline in movie of The Evil Dead Rise.
Cousins Teresa and Jessica's new beau Caleb, are traveling at a lakeside lodge when an apparently sick Jessica scalps Teresa and beheads Caleb prior to suspending over the lake. One day sooner, irritated with learning she is pregnant, guitar specialist Beth visits her sister Ellie, a tattoo craftsman and single parent to young people Danny and Bridget, and kid Cassie, in their home at Mond Lofts, a denounced Los Angeles apartment building. The structure is shaken by a quake while the youngsters are in its storm cellar parking area, revealing a disguised chamber. Danny researches it, finding strict curios, 3 phonograph records from 1923, and a peculiar book that he occupies to his space, accepting he might actually offer it and utilize the cash to help Ellie. The underlying record subtleties dismissed endeavors by a minister to investigate the book, uncovered to be one of 3 volumes of the Naturom de Monto. The resulting record uncovers the minister proceeded with his examination covertly and presents a spell that brings wicked elements known as deadites. The structure's power comes up short, and a confined Ellie is gone after and moved by an inconspicuous power. She gets back to the loft in a daze, menacingly compromises her family, and bites the dust subsequent to begging Beth to safeguard her kids. Beth and Ellie's neighbors assist lay her with resting in her room in quest for an exit plan. They find that the flight of stairs has imploded, the lift is harmed, and they can't get to the emergency exit before Ellie restores and goes after the family, injuring Bridget. Beth and the youngsters lock Ellie outside the condo after she seeks after and slaughters the neighbors. Danny admits to Beth about recuperating the Naturom de Monto, and Ellie fools Cassie into opening the entryway prior to going after her. While Danny and Beth are occupied protecting Cassie and locking Ellie out, Bridget becomes had by means of her injury. Bridget assaults Beth prior to turning on Danny and Cassie, who unintentionally pierces her through the head with a wrecked brush handle. Beth pays attention to the 3rd record to comprehend how to exorcise the deadites, yet learns the cleric fizzled and his partners were undeniably moved by, just complete obliteration of the host halting the deadites. Bridget resuscitates and lethally cuts Danny, who sets Bridget ablaze prior to biting the dust as Ellie penetrates the condo utilizing the vents. Acknowledging Beth is pregnant, Ellie endeavors to tear the embryo out of her, however Beth and Cassie can cripple her with scissors. Ellie neglects to sincerely control Cassie, who acknowledges that her mom is now gone. Danny and the collections of the neighbors are moved by Beth and Cassie to take cover in the harmed lift. Ellie, Bridget, and Danny converge into a multi-limbed animal known as the Raider and move on the lift to go after the pair as the machine loads up with blood. The consolidated weight makes the lift fall to the ground floor, permitting Beth and Cassie to escape into the parking garage. The Raider catches Cassie and endeavors to guillotine her with a trimming tool, however Beth returns and occupies it, and she and Cassie obliterate the pirate's body by driving it into a branch shredder. Ellie's executed head insults Beth, saying she will be a disappointment as a mother, inciting her to kick Ellie's head into the shredder. Beth and Cassie get away from the structure together. The following morning, Jessica goes to the parking garage to leave for her getaway, where she is gone after by an inconspicuous power.